Hi, everyone! I am the goddess of radical self-love. Yes, welcome. We are a support network for radical self-love and self-care and master manifesting. Yes, our network, MECA, Make Everyone Count Always, values and supports our community's most vulnerable, care receivers, and those who care for them, caregivers. When our community's most vulnerable and those who care for them feel valued and supported, the rest of us will feel valued and supported as well. Lift and raise the energy. Thank you to all our new subscribers. And thank you so much to our continuing family. Yes, thank you for your love and support. It means so much to all of us at MECA. Me, the goddess of radical self-love and the conscious queen, appreciate and love you all so much. Yes, so today is Walk and Roll Away Wednesday. Walk and roll away from what no longer serves you. Walk, roll, fly, swim, you choose. So, what no longer serves you or your highest good, right? So, these can be people, situations, events, thought processes, beliefs, behaviors. Yes, I like to focus my attention more on my conscious thoughts because thoughts rule your world. They make your world. They rule your world and make your world. So, I will talk to you about that in 1 second after we get some advice from Neil Donald Walsh and meditations from Conversations with God. I forgot what day it is. Yeah, it's the 24th. It doesn't really matter though. The actions of the body were meant to be reflections of a state of being, not attempts to attain a state of being. So a body that is in peace would do peaceful actions, right? Instead of trying to get into peace by doing an action. So like getting into peace through meditation instead of going into meditation because you're already in peace. You know, it's kind of like the chicken and the egg thing. So, my Walk and Roll Away Wednesday has to do, well, a long time ago, in a far, far away land, last fall, I think, I did a vlog on being the Queen of Swords, and I didn't know exactly, I guess, I didn't know exactly what to walk and roll away from today would be, because, well, I have so many. I'm just kidding. I have so many I don't want to tell. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't say I'm just kidding. I just don't know them all right now. So basically, I pulled from the tarot. I asked the tarot and my guides to help assist me in this manner, and I pulled the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords makes decisions from her head and not so much her heart. I would say most likely we're talking business here because, you know, the Queen of Swords is obviously successful and sure of herself, and there's always room for love, even if we're going to make decisions from our head. You know, we take in consideration the heart if we're actually using the head. So, from above the head, right? So, that's more of what I think it is, like intuition, using the assistance of your guides, resources that are non 3D, and really connecting to those messages and not so much emotions, right? Emotions would be more like the Queen of Cups, which is, you know, I'm water, so it's very easy for me to get emotionally involved and all drawn in, especially like in friends' lives, right? And there needs to be a balance, especially if, you know, we're crossing the lines between like, hey, let's go hang out, and while we're hanging out, I'm going to give you my life story to solve, you know, or I'm going to present you with all these obstacles in my life, and I want you to help me figure them out. And I'm going, well, this kind of seems like work the goddess of radical self-love does, and not necessarily, or shouldn't necessarily be, the work that Leilani does when she's hanging out with friends, right? Like, I mean, for the most part, people automatically do it. It's just with me, and it's not that I don't love and appreciate that special gift that I was given. It's just, I feel like I give a lot, and especially, you know, like spend almost an hour a day, at least I do, with editing on the vlog. So, you know, people, my friends included, can utilize my work all the time. They can go through the steps. So to take up my time when I'm off and relaxing and wanting to spend time with people I love and care about, to put me in the position of a guide or coach or, you know, intuitive therapist, isn't necessarily balanced and fair and right. So, you know, this week I had to say, well, no, if we're gonna go hang out, I know what that entails, and that means I need to be, you know, paid as a professional. You know, I mean, everybody has their gifts and unique talents, and they utilize a lot of that to make an income, and so do I. So it's really walking and rolling away from, I don't want to say being used, because it's not being used, it's just walking and rolling away from intertwining my personal and business relationships with people, right? So better defining when people start crossing boundaries or of my personal life, to be able to say, hey, I'm not coming to you asking you to do your work for me for free, right? So, what is that? What would that be? Walking and rolling away from using my gifts and talents to only benefit others. How to say this? Help. Help me. So, it gets tricky though, because it's like, you know, some of your friends, obviously, you're not going to deny them to talk to you about their innermost feelings and, you know, I want to say objects, but they're not. I can't talk. It's still Mercury retrograde. I can't help it. You know, when they have obstacles, you know, like, I will love to face all your obstacles with you. I'll help you relax. Right? I don't know. We don't need to talk about it. I just don't want all of it being like put on to me. If that makes sense. It's like, I have other things going on myself. I know that you don't realize it. There's a lot going on. So, either we're gonna just hang out, look at the beautiful sky, or the water, or wherever we are, people watch. We can talk, but I don't know. Maybe for once in my life, I don't want it to go deep. You know? Maybe I just want it chill. Or we can talk philosophy and whatever, but you know, your hardest things that you've gone through as a child and what you're going through with your wife or husband or all these things. It's like, why do you want to use your time with me to talk about that? Unless you want to pay for my time, because I don't want, that's not how I want to spend my time. I mean, besides my work. So anyway, whatever. Just repeating myself now. So yes, I gotta go inside and do some work because I can't get the internet out here. So I try to upload my video from yesterday because it didn't upload. But the second quiz is done. If you guys, or the second assessment, it's not a quiz, it's an assessment for motivation is done. If you would like to contact me, you can take it for free right now. And then I am going to get all of you guys into the membership for iBotMe. So it's Goddess, GODDESS IBODME@gmail. So yeah, it's really awesome. I think you guys will like it. I hope you will. Anyway, that's my wish. My wish is that you will. So we'll dance it out for this Wednesday since I have to get to work. Love you all. See you tomorrow on Self. It's not transformation. It's up the channel. Up the channel. Self transcendence. Woohoo! Self transcendence Thursday. Oneness. Ciao, ciao for now.